Welcome to White Eagles TV. My name is Mitar here from Sydney in Australia. Thanks for tuning in, and let's talk about the disaster in Belgrade. Hungary 2, Serbia 1. We lost the qualifier. We had to win, not just because we wanted points and confirm our trip to Germany, but also as a confidence boost for the players and the fans just as much as the players. But here we are now in a situation where we lost, and we lost pretty poorly, I got to say. We didn't even score a goal. We scored an own goal. It was Dusan Vlahovic's hit, and Sluzaj scored as a result of a very sort of poor hit from Dusan Vlahovic. It was almost where it was going across the goal. If the defender didn't touch it, it probably would have just went straight across the goal and would have been cleared by someone else. And then not long later, Varga and Orban scored from some very poor defending at the back. Not just poor defending, but the keeper. I thought this was Vanja Milinković-Savic's worst game for Serbia. He was definitely probably our worst player out there. He got caught out a few times, out of position. He came out to clear the ball and then luckily his defense came and backed him up and he ran back. So overall, I mean, it was just a poor game by Serbia. Definitely better in the second half, where we, I guess, really sort of took it to Hungary. Hungary sat back, defended. They were leading 2-1. They knew that it was all us. We were the ones that had to, we had to score the goal and another one just to win the game. And they sat back and defended. And we did have some great chances to score. Dusan Vlahovic did hit didn't hit the bar. Looked like he hit the bar. The keeper saved it with a great save on his right. That could have been 2-2 right there. There was another Velkovic missed a goal. I mean, it was almost an open goal. He had a header. And there was more chances than that. Second half, we really did pile the pressure on Hungary, but Hungary got the win. And now, we got problems. Not just, I still think we'll qualify for the Euros, but when we get to Euros, it's going to be an absolute basket case of games. If we can't get this right now, I don't think that 3 at the back is working. I think we need to move to 4 at the back and maybe defend a little bit deeper than what Stojkovic wants to. I guess we just don't have the quality to do so. Play the style he wants to play. And I also think that if we do score goals and win, I don't think it's anything to do with tactics from Pixie. I think it's just individual quality from our Serb players that get us over the line, that get us goals. I really don't understand how Pixie's set up, how we play, and even just the lineup on that day, it was just so attacking. Obviously he's playing 2 strikers, then you got Dusan Tadic, 4 in the midfield, pushing high, and then you got Gudel, who's not a defender, playing center defender. Pavlovic and Velkovic. Pavlovic is almost like a Roberto Carlos. He goes forward as much as he wants to stay back. And then we just get outnumbered at the back, and then it's just a free-for-all, and that's when they scored those 2 goals. It was sort of like a bit of a mess at the back. But I definitely wouldn't play this formation, and Gudel should be in the midfield as a holding midfielder at the back, supporting the defense, not being in the. Are we this short for defenders at the back? Milenkovic is on the bench, Mitrovic is on the bench. Just throw them on. But 3-4-2-1, I just don't think it's working. And if you look at the stats, 3 shots on 2. We had 9 shots off target. They had 2. The 2 they scored from. Possession 54-46. Okay, we're the home team. We should be having that. And then the rest. Stat wise, we should have won this game. But unfortunately, we lost. And we created heaps and heaps of chances. But if we scored, people always say, if you take your chances, you win. But it's never the case. Even Hungary had some chances. They didn't score. So got to be more to it than just if you take your chances. But this is how the table sits now. Hungary on 10 points, we're on 7, and Sunagora on 5. So we've still got that 2-point gap, and obviously we both play tomorrow. I'm hoping that this is a draw and that we get the win just for that little bit of breathing space. Because if anyone can miss Euros from a position like this, from a strong position like this, it's Serbia. It's no one else but us. So I just really need that breathing space, even if, hopefully it's a draw when they play this tomorrow morning and we get the win in Lithuania. But even getting the win in Lithuania, are you really that confident that you're going to get the win? So that's how it sits at the moment. Or everyone's played 4 games and we're leading by 2. It's such a weak group as well. To know that we're playing poorly. I don't think we played one good game this whole qualifying campaign. 4 games. We're just not playing good. And if we make these Euros, which I think we will, and we go there and we kind of just sort of crash and burn, which I think we will, and exit in the group stage, I think it's really time to maybe say to Dragan Stojkovic, it's time to go. I don't want that. I want to be successful under him, but I just don't see it happening if we go to the next Euros. And we just crash and burn in the playoffs in the group stage. But this is one of my favorite accounts on Twitter. So I just want to he does a great analysis of Serbian football players. I recommend everyone checking him out. Serbian Football Scout. So rest defense. First issue is the gap that regularly appears between our defense trio and the double pivot in midfield. Our defenders are heavily criticised when they are left exposed by Pixie's over-attacking setup. They often face one-on-one and are even outnumbered. When do you ever see teams being outnumbered in defence and one-on-one attacks? You need that defensive midfielder to maybe bridge the gap, slow the attack down, give your defence a chance to regroup. Formation issues. When I say over-attacking, I mean we play high wingers as wing-backs, no natural defenders. Nearly all of our 6s are 8s who push up instead of sit. We regularly give away large spaces, making it extremely hard to defend. By playing Goodell as a 6 who sits in that hole, we create more robust defense, a 3-in-1 row box. So that's what I was saying as well. Helps with transitions. We become hard to penetrate centrally, and we have more control of the ball. Is he suited for this role? Damn straight he is. So yeah, Goodell that's what his role is at Seville. Another plus is that our 8s can be used to better defend already vulnerable wings. In our current situation, our makeshift 6 are constantly torn between helping out wide, leaving the middle and exposed, and vice versa. I've shown many times how important Sergej is to our game, especially when it comes to progression, creativity, and connection with Tadic. But are we using him optimally? No, never. We either use him as a pivot player or a wide 10. Not only Sergej, but players like Ilic and Lukic would also benefit from this formation change, as they become secondary defensive players in midfield instead of the main lock. Both are better controllers, connectors than they are defenders or creators. Tadic, upfront Tadic's defensive duties will also be reduced beyond the initial press, freeing him up to do what he does best, shifting from side to side, generating overloads, creating and putting our runners through, underlapping. Downside, so what's the catch? For one, we have to bench one of Mitra Vlahovic, but to be fair, he picks his current plan B, we do too. Just to be clear, this will be our formation in big matches. We can still overpower small teams with 2 strikers up front. And he goes on, a shame as they complement each other. Mitra as a hold-up striker, while Vlahovic likes to attack in behind. But with Tadic Creek winding down, their time will come, and now we'd have a plan B few countries could match. At the back, won't happen under Pixie his way, no quality right back. We've had that problem since Rukavina retired. He played till his mid-30s because we just had no one else. He's tactically stubborn and limited. In possession and out of possession is not the same thing. We could play a hybrid and make it work, but he's not the man for it, sadly. No miracle. This change won't all of a sudden make us unbeatable, as we still have plenty of flaws. We need better, different wing backs, more penetration, pace. That's where someone like Bajcetic would be incredible if we could pick him up. But will be harder to break down defensively while not giving much up front, our attacking potency. We'll qualify for Euros because of our individual quality and poor group, but with our current plan B, we'll continue to be exposed against good teams. Something has to change, however. That seems unlikely with this coach. Don't get your hopes up too high and just ride it out. And I think that's how we all feel when we watch Serbia play. But a Serbian football scout, amazing. What he's discussed here is incredible. We do give the players a lot of shit. We always say, well, they play better at their club teams than they do for the national team. But you see this analysis and you probably know why. Players are being played out of position. We're attacking too high. We don't have the quality of players. Right back, we've had problems getting a right back. It's pretty poor when the national team doesn't have a right back for the last maybe 15, 20 years. This is really poor that we don't have a quality right back. But, that's how we all feel. So, as he said that, we'll still qualify for Euros, but it won't be pretty when we get there. I think that, I've come to terms that Serbia is just a group stage team, and we go home. Unfortunately, I don't see that improving from here to the next Euros, which is not even a year away. It's maybe about 8 months away. So I think Stojkovic, this may be his last campaign for me. Can't get it right this time. It's time to go, sadly. He brought us back from a terrible situation we're in when he took over. Hats off to him. But if he doesn't know what Serbian football scout is saying, and he can't make those adjustments, then what's the point of him keeping him there? That's what I think. And Serbian football scout, it's a fantastic account. I think everyone should follow him. And just on my White Eagles Instagram page, I just posted this after the loss. I didn't have anything else to say, but fuck it, just start arguing in the comments. That's how the group ends. After this qualifying campaign. So follow me on Instagram. Here's my profile and my White Eagles account on Twitter. It's Serbia-Lithuania tomorrow. We should go away to Lithuania and beat them easily, but famous last words for Serbia. I still think we'll win. The game's on here. It's going to be on at 4:45 a.m. Norle starts at 6 a.m. and obviously tonight at 10:30 our time, Serbia play Germany in the Basketball World Cup final. So huge. There's 3 massive games on. I think the men's volleyball team is also playing the Czech Republic in the round 16 in the volleyball championships. So there's 4 huge games on for us tonight. But obviously it starts with the basketball. I'd love for a hat trick. I'd love for the Serb basketball team to win, going into the Serbs beating Lithuania and then Norle beating Medvedev and winning the US Open. That'd be fantastic. And in between there, the volleyball boys also coming through and winning. That'd be a great night for Serbian for sport. Our Serbian people definitely give us a boost. So thanks for tuning in. Fingers crossed for those results tonight, and I will see you next time.